Mr. Dato, how about you were mentioning a while ago about Jaime Cardinal Sin's participation during EDSA 1. In your perspective, as a direct participant during those turbulent days, what was the main participation of the late Jaime Cardinal Sin?
You cannot deny the fact that Cardinal Sin was the leader of the church that time, and very important act of leadership that he made was that he has shown his prophetic role and his voice for freedom. And that is part of his Catholic duty as a prelate and as a leader of the Roman Catholic Church that time, to proclaim peace, to proclaim democracy, and to fight against injustices and oppression. And that time, as I have told you, the government controlled the media, controlled the economy, controlled the politics, and nobody, and the multitude of people are suffering. And that's why Radio Veritas is a medium of truth, the voice of the people, proclaiming for justice, proclaiming that people should be respected and respect for life, because a lot of assassinations, people suffering from poverty. And I believe the late Cardinal Sin did his part as a good shepherd. And that time, in those critical days, he made that very clearly, that we should not advocate violence, and this should not be an opportunity, the defection of Enrile and Ramos against Marcos, an opportunity for people to go to violence, because we can have the transition and a peaceful resolution, which I agree. I always believe in consensus. I always believe on a real process of building a peaceful resolution of any conflict, of any contradiction. Although sometime in my life, when I was in the University of the Philippines, I really thought of armed struggle. I really thought that these Maoists and Marxists and all of this against the dictator, because apparently there's no more political choice. And that's the best you can join, is really armed struggle. And I was mistaken. And that's why I joined. And I was very, very, very Catholic. As a Catholic priest, I proclaim and I preach justice through peaceful means. And this is what had happened. And I crystallized the voice of Cardinal Sin when Cardinal Sin, let's go to EDSA and let us show our support to this gentleman who really defected against dictatorship. And let us resolve this conflict into a more peaceful means. And people come together. We keep on asking people to come to EDSA to show their support and to show their concern that transition should happen in a peaceful manner.
How about taking us a tour in the 4 days of February 1986 People Power Revolution? On February 22, what happened during that time?
You know, if I remember it right, I know the 25th is the assault of Channel 4. That's very critical, from radio to television. Okay, that was Monday. Then Sunday, which is the change of the original Radio Veritas to Radio Bandito, that is a Sunday morning. And then a Saturday morning is the destruction of the transmitter, the 50 kilowatt transmitter of Radio Veritas in Malolos. So Saturday morning. Friday was the defection. I very clearly in my mind, on that defection, my very good friend Jun Tanya, who is our field reporter, was there at Camp Aguinaldo for the declaration of the defection of Enrile. And we keep on reporting on that. I was already an anchorman that time. I went immediately to Veritas because I know that time was already, a lot of things are happening. And we were told, okay, you guys, be sure on call, you'll be available to come to the studio. And I went immediately to Radio Veritas in Fairview. And there I started to be an anchor. And I received field reports regarding the defection, and then the opportunity to interview Cardinal Sin and tape his voice regarding bringing people to EDSA in order to resolve it in a peaceful manner. And then no violence, but really, and I believe in that. This is an Exodus event. There is a metanoia, conversion of heart. People can be converted. And I think this is the heroes. Heroes are those people who are in EDSA. A lot of heroes in EDSA 1. And I think this is not, although we did something very critical. And in my part, the critical part I did was that I was there anchoring and
Radio Veritas.
in Radio Veritas, telling the people what's happening. And I'm not afraid, because we got already calls from Malacanang, from Marcos, to stop what you're doing. You should not get involved with this. But, you know, I believe I have the courage, I have my Spirit of God with me to continue telling the people this is what is happening, and you're entitled to know what is happening and to respond appropriately according to your conscience. And this is what had happened. And during the distraction, I was the anchor man. And then through our two-way radio, we were told, oh, there are armed goons trying to destroy our transmitter here. And I feel very bad. I'm a little bit volatile person. I'm very upfront. So I was about to say what's happening there. Then I was told by our director or manager, oh, you should not do that. Be careful in telling that our transmitter is being destroyed. So for a while, to calm down myself, I asked Father Larry to take my place for the meantime. And then really, but afterwards, slowly we tell the people the truth, the destruction of the transmitter.
That was in 22 February.
That Saturday morning.
Yeah.
That is
How about
correct.
23rd? What was happening during those days?
Before, you see God's blessing. The 50 kilowatt transmitter in Malolos is gone, destroyed. But we have a 10 kilowatt standby transmitter in our studio in Fairview, Quezon City. So we're able to broadcast, but in a limited power. So Saturday morning up to Sunday morning, we're telling what's happening in the events, how many people are coming, and some already military movements and everything, how Marcos would like to maneuver, and really maybe, you know, just one shot and people will be killed. We don't know. We really don't know. This is for me a real destiny, a real blessings of God, and the interventions of God to have a peaceful transition in our country those critical days. So what happened was that our voice, credible voice of those priests like Father Larry Faraon and Father Guido, and you know, are really the voices heard by the people.
Mm-hmm. And on the 24th, do you recall what were the events?
The 24th was that our 10 kilowatt is gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone out, done. So that's the time, very important. We were